What's up YouTube? How are you doing today? Chana D, your Techno Dad here, and in this video we're going to be checking out 1440p 120 versus 4K 60, which you should use in regards to the TCL R635. And we're going to get into it right after a word from our sponsor, the Hi-Fi Summit. If you've always wanted to attend an audio trade show to check out all the cool new products that your favorite brands are releasing, well, now is your chance to join up for the Hi-Fi Summit 2020 Q4. We had the first one in June, and it was a great success. There were a lot of attendees, a lot of brands, and even I, as the host, I learned a whole lot about what goes into designing products, their design philosophy, and basically how they try to make the best product for you, the consumer. It's a great show, and it's a great way to interact with people from your favorite brands directly. The Hi-Fi Summit is the world's first online hi-fi trade show, and in Q4, the dates are October 22nd to 26th, so just a couple of weeks away. You should secure your ticket now, $29 for all 5 days of the show. Not only will you get to check out cool products, you will probably make some lifelong friends in the lobby chat and the video chat, which is what everybody loved last time in the show. And of course, I will be DJing 4 of the 5 nights, so make sure you are there for the Hi-Fi Summit 2020 Q4. And I'm back. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, I made a video telling people, that they probably don't need 4K 120. A lot of the games coming out for the new Xbox Series X, PS5 are not going to be 4K 120. And of course, they're like, oh, well, Call of Duty was announced. Yeah, that was like 2 months after I made the video. Thanks, they're genius. Anyway, still, only a handful of games will be coming out 4K 120. Now, a lot of people have been saying like, okay, well, I can run 1440 120. That's fine. I'm totally cool with that. And I went ahead and tested that out on the TCL R635 because the Xbox One X can run 1440 120 along with the 4K 60. So I went back and forth, and 2 glaringly obvious things jumped out at me. And one is that I could notice the drop in resolution. And I didn't know what I was missing in 1440 until I went back to 4K 60, and that was the HDR. And I think that's a little bit more important than the resolution. And honestly, when I was in 1440 120, I didn't notice the resolution drop. It was only when I went back to 4K 60 when I was just like, oh, wow, this looks way sharper. And I was playing Call of Duty multiplayer, so looking at those scenes, sometimes there's somebody way, way, way far in the back there trying to shoot at you. And, that extra resolution does help in that department. So what I did was I got some clips together for you guys to kind of show you. The clips were recorded 4K 60. So I don't know exactly if you'll be able to tell a huge difference, but in person, that was my big takeaway from this. Playing like a couple of hours, 1440p 120. Then switching back to 4K 60, the one thing off the bat I noticed was the HDR. That right there, I'm sticking to 4K 60. There's no reason for me to go to 1440 120. I didn't notice any screen tearing in 4K 60. And one of the other things you'll notice is that we are missing one more thing, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is VRR. Now, I don't know if this is a situation with the TCL or the Xbox, but in 1440p 120Hz, you do not get variable refresh rate. However, 4K 60, you get HDR, the higher resolution, and variable refresh rate. So I don't think you're actually going to want to be in 1440 120. I'll put the clips up and just let them play, and you guys can figure out which looks cleaner to you, I guess, which one has less tearing. And about the clips, of course, I couldn't use the same clip. They're going to be side by side, and I did finally end up on the same level of Call of Duty. So that was very time consuming, just jumping out of lobbies, jumping back in, jumping out, jumping out, jumping in, and finally got the same level of the first footage I took. So that was kind of a pain in the butt. Now, if you don't know how to set up 1440 120, let's jump into that right now. All right, so if you're in your Xbox, just go to your general settings, and you're going to want to go to TV and display options. Once you're there, all you need to do is select resolution 1440p and refresh rate 120. Now, there's one more step that you have to do, And, you know, I thought this was all I needed to do, and I kept going in and kept bumping me back to 4K 60. I'm like, what the heck? What is going on? So there's one little checkbox that we have to uncheck. So from here, go over to video modes and uncheck allow 4K. This is what you're going to need to do. So if you really want to try this out at home, you totally can. Go set the resolution to 1440p, set the frame rate to 120 Hz, and then come into video modes and uncheck this allow 4K. Otherwise, it'll just launch the game in 4K all the time. So it's very annoying, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me what was happening. It took about, well, it wasn't that bad. It only took me like 10 minutes to figure it out. But once you uncheck allow 4K, then we're good to go. All right, hope you guys like that gameplay. I kind of sucked it up, but it's kind of hard to play the game when there's a ginormous tripod and camera sitting right in front of the screen. I mean, if you like watching Call of Duty multiplayer, go ahead and follow me up on Twitch. I play like super late night sometimes, and sometimes early morning. From what I found out here, I think you're losing a little bit too much when you're going to 1440p 120. I think that if you already have a 4K TV like the R635, you're going to be missing out on the HDR, and you're going to be missing out on the variable refresh rate. So my recommendation for you guys that are looking to get this for the Xbox Series X or the PS5, no, you won't get HDMI 2.1 ports, okay? This does have a 120 Hertz panel, so that is good. You will be maxed out at 4K 60, but if that is going to be the standard, I'm totally happy with it, and I think a lot of people will be as well. I mean, if you're like super crazy hardcore gamer guy and you really need 120 Hertz, you know, you might want to get into a gaming monitor where you can do 1440, 120 with variable refresh rate. Again, I'm not 100% sure if the limitation here is the TV or if it's the Xbox. So that's still up in the air. If any of you know, I'd love to know. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, I'll have more videos about the TCL R635. I'm about to calibrate it. I still have to finish up my reviews on a Sony, a Samsung, and good news, the Hisense H9G arrived. So that is very cool. Okay, if you guys have any questions for me, let me know down in the comments below or hit me up on social or email, whichever you like to use. That's pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, go ahead, smash that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel using the button in the middle of your screen. Once again, my name is Chana D. I'm your Techno Dad. I'll see you next time.